Boom. Hello there. I am the Star Wars kid. Today I am joined by the one and only Commander Cody, aka
Blast
Strike
them.
First Media. Blast him, is that like your phrase?
I guess so, because that's like the only Commander Cody line in episode 3, one of the few. But yeah, we'll go
Is
with
that
that.
what is that what you say? Is that like your opening line?
No,
Or just
so when I close out my videos, I play the clip from episode 3 where he says blast him and he shoots the cannon at Kenobi and he falls into Utapau. So,
uh got you. Yeah. My opening line for for the Cobra Kai channel, I got Bonsai is my
yep.
opening, and then Cobra Kai Never Dies is my closing. For Star Wars, Hello There is my opening, which I mean that's kind of like,
Yeah.
fitting for Kenobi too. And then I do my Yoda impression for my closing. I say,
Ah.
you want to hear?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. It's actually pretty good. All right. I got to get in the zone though. Do or do not. There is no try.
Dude, you got the Cobra Kai impressions down too. Like Terry Silver's was pretty good.
John, what did you do? Thanks, man. Can you
Yeah.
do can you do any?
Oh gosh, you're trying to humiliate me.
We're live, buddy.
No, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass right now. If I think of one, I'll do one. If I think of one, I'll do one.
All right, well, you'll do it pre-recorded. That way, if you screw up, it won't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's up? We got Jim Tim in the chat. What's up, man? We got a couple people here. The All Valley, two
What's up,
goats in one
Gian?
stream.
Gianmarco?
What's up, guys? Yeah, so today we're talking Kenobi. So we talked Cobra Kai, me and you, in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
now we're shifting to a different universe, Star Wars universe. Let me ask you. So me and you have never talked Star Wars. So just letting everyone know, me and Cody have never talked Star Wars. So this is gonna be fun. We'll get to know each other on a Star Wars level.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, like, how big of a fan are you of Star Wars? Like, what was your first introduction?
So I have been a pretty big Star Wars fan up until like the Disney era, sort of. So my first,
What?
yeah. My first introduction was I was in first grade. My dad, he big movie guy. We're trying to find something to watch. I want to watch The Karate Kid for the 900 billionth time, and he says no. You're gonna watch a movie me and my 4 siblings used to watch growing up, and he breaks out the VHS original box set of the original trilogy, and he pulls out A New Hope, and I'm like, who's that black guy on the front? And he's like, that's Darth Vader. You'll learn about him. And then he put it in the VHS, and we watched it, and I fell in love as soon as Lord Vader walked into, I think it's the Tantive 4
Yeah.
cruiser, and the rest is history, man. I mean, I of course watched the following 2, Empire and Jedi, and then as I think, yeah, at that time, Phantom Menace was out and Attack the Clones, and so I watched those 2 after. I made my parents go get the DVDs or the VHSs of those, and before that was when like the Revenge of the Sith was about to come out, and that was the only Star Wars movie pre-Disney that I saw in theaters. So that one always holds a special place. That's my favorite Star Wars movie, and I really connected with Anakin, who's my favorite character. He probably still is, but Kenobi, he's kind of reaching him. But yeah, and of course I had to get all the books, all the sticker collections, all the lightsabers, action figures until I smacked my brother in the face with a lightsaber and I got him taken away for good. But yeah, that's kind of my history with Star Wars. And then once Disney came out, I loved The Force Awakens, but The Last Jedi I was really like, eh. And I haven't really followed a lot of the Disney series because I just recently got Disney Plus pretty much for Kenobi. So I have a lot of catching up to do, a lot of lore to get to know. I've seen the Clone Wars. I haven't seen Rebels, but that's pretty much my kind of history with Star Wars. How about
Nice.
you?
Yes, so I actually grew up with I can't remember my first introduction, and it wasn't necessarily my parents that got me into it, but I just remember, I'm pretty sure that my first introduction was the Lego Star Wars video game.
Yes.
Like that,
Yes.
that was my introduction, you know. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So playing the video game, you played all 6 levels, all 6 movies, so it all blended in for me. There wasn't like an original trilogy and a prequel trilogy. It was all just there for me. And I think like I think the first Star Wars movies I watched were the prequels, and
Oh, wow.
I love the prequels. I love the prequels.
Same.
I love the original trilogy, but you know, I put freaking, like, I get so much, like, I remember I did an Instagram live on my Cobra Kai channel. Someone asked me what my favorite Star Wars movies were in order, and Hayden Schlossberg was on the live stream. This was like 2 years ago. He was on the Instagram live, and I said Attack of the Clones is my second favorite Star Wars film, and he was like,
man.
you're wrong. He said, you're wrong, Drew. Like he's like, what are you talking about? Are you insane? I'm like, listen, man. Like,
I mean,
I grew up with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, our generation, like those were our original trilogies. You know, I mean, look, like, as we're growing up a little bit now, maybe they're not as good of movies, but perhaps we just enjoy them more. You know?
Yeah. I mean, just think about Anakin's arc with sand. Like,
Yeah.
such a compelling story over there. Like, for real, like, you know, like, he grew up on the sand planet, you know, like, as a slave. Like, of course the dude doesn't like sand. Like, you know, his mom died on a freaking sand planet. Of course he doesn't like it. So, I mean, listen, there's a lot of good stuff there. We got a couple other people to chat. We got RJ. What's up, RJ? How you doing, man? Jim Tim started with the Star Wars Lego series. Nice. Attack of the Clones isn't second favorite. Also with oh yeah, what's your favorite Star Wars film?
Revenge of the Sith, definitely.
Hell yeah. Okay, so we're both prequels guys. So so going into Kenobi, you know, considering we're both into the prequels, this was a big deal for me. I'm sure it was for you. I mean, this has been rumored forever, ever since Disney bought Star Wars. You know, Ewan McGregor, is he going to come back as Obi-Wan? And you would always have him in his interviews. I would love to if they asked me. And then D23, I was dying. It was so funny, like the way they did it. Like, Kathleen, will you please ask me if I'm returning as Obi-Wan? And she's like, Ewan, are you returning as Obi-Wan? Yes. And then everyone goes nuts. Like, it's just like, it's like a weird way to reveal it, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, because I hadn't seen Bad Batch. I hadn't seen what's the other ones? I mean, I'd seen a little bit of The Mandalorian. What's the other one?
Oh, you didn't finish Mandalorian?
No, I've seen the Luke Skywalker scene.
Okay.
But I haven't like finished the story.
Wow.
And Kenobi was like on my high list of series or movies that I wanted to see. And when I found out that it was official, I think it was last year, and then found out we had to wait a year, I was like, damn it, Disney. But yeah, that was one that I really wanted to see because the prequels were my whole life at one point.
Yeah.
It was just because when episode 3 and we didn't get another Star Wars movie for 10 years, I was heartbroken because I wanted more live action Star Wars.
I want more.
Want more.
I know I shouldn't.
I'm not the Jedi. I should be.
It's not the Jedi way. Oh, by the way, like if you have any prequel quotes, like you just gotta shoot them out. Okay. You gotta shoot out all the prequel quotes like on the stream. Okay.
All right.
Like into the conversation. Like that's just the rule of thumb here. Okay.
All right.
It's the rule of 2 here.
All right. Okay. When I say if I'm about to say something stupid, my buddy says this quote all the time: "The ability to speak does not make one intelligent."
You know what's funny? Every time I'm in the car with my sister and she's driving, like she's just such a scare. Like she just scares me when she drives. So I have Yoda's voice in my head. You are reckless. Every time I hear that when she's driving.
He's too old to begin driving.
Do it. Kenobi. Oh man, there's too many. There's so many.
And the Revenge of the Sith is the most memeable movie perhaps of all time.
Wait, I just have to say, why, like, jumping into Kenobi, like, just speaking of memes, like, the thing that pisses me the most off is with this series, episode 3, they had this whole scene of like Leia's like to Obi-Wan, aren't you gonna say hello?
Hello there? No, hello. I was like, why?
What?
Why?
Like, okay, so here's what I thought. I thought they're like, it's kind of like a Cobra Kai, like a little bait and switch where, like, you know, when you saw Allie, or when you saw the blonde haired woman at the hospital and you're like, oh, is that Allie? But then it wasn't. But then they still brought back Elizabeth Shue. It's like, I thought, okay, you know what? They did that on purpose there. They'll probably have him say hello there. And maybe they will. But I mean, he is like, what are you gonna wait till like episode 6 to last?
Yeah.
Like it was the perfect time. Like, he's not gonna just like, oh, come on.
Imagine if he says it to like Luke. Hello there.
Hello there. But I feel like that would have been just like a great subtle. It wasn't like here rub it in your face kind of moment. It's like, aren't you gonna say hello?
It wasn't like an important character either. He's just Freck.
Yeah, it wasn't like Darth Vader, hello there. And it's like, that's an obvious, like, oh, now they're trying to like do that for the fans. This was just yeah, Frick.
he was funny. He was kind of like the kind of comic relief Stingray-esque character.
Yeah, he was good. So I'm curious what your thoughts on the series are as a whole, because I have a lot of mixed emotions, and we have 4 episodes. 5 is coming tonight/tomorrow in a way. So what are your thoughts on Obi-Wan?
Do you want to break it down into episodes?
Yeah, we could do that. First, I want to hear your general thoughts on the series as a whole. 1 through 4. What are your general thoughts?
Okay. So this might be a lot to think about, but I feel like this series, there's a lot to heading into it. A lot of people are expecting a lot, and I feel like some fans are kind of over expecting, but I feel like at the same time, the show is kind of a little underwhelming in some aspects. I think some moments are great, like with Vader. Every Vader moment is great, except for the moment where he's running down the hall. You were warned.
That was a good impression.
Yeah. There's my impression for the stream.
There you go.
But
you didn't like that moment?
I did like it. I just didn't think it was quite in Vader's character. I think it was a little off kilter, but I did enjoy it. And also when he's like choking her, he slowly like raises her down.
Yeah, like, let me like land you softly. I don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah. But like I said, it's just a little bit underwhelming in some aspects. It's definitely a fun watch. I'm enjoying it, but like you said, I want more. I want more.
Yeah, you want more. You want more.
Yeah.
So, God. Okay, so episode. Oh yeah, we'll go episodes by episode, but or we'll do that after. But in the beginning of the series, the first 2 episodes, I was like all for. I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Like, with finally them giving like, even though Kenobi is like the prequel characters, prequel flashbacks, like they're going all in on the prequels. I'm like, thank you, beautiful. And young Leia, I love young Leia. I thought that caught me off guard. I thought they did it well. I liked how that was how like Obi-Wan had that mission to go save her. You know, that's like kind of like the call to adventure in this story.
Yes.
It's like basically, I thought this story was going to be the hero's journey. You know, like, you know, Joseph Campbell, the hero's journey, like Luke Skywalker. You know, you have the call to adventure, the refusal of the call, meeting the mentor, all the steps of the hero's journey. But the only issue with that is this series is 6 episodes long, and I don't even know, like each episode in isolation, I think, is great. Each episode in isolation is just like, oh shoot, there's Vader, there's Obi-Wan. Like, it's just like each episode is great. Episode 4 I loved because it was awesome. They snuck into the Inquisitor Tower base, and like that was just sick. However, I enjoyed it right after, but then when you sit on it, it's like what are they doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In a way, it's kind of a very similar plot to The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Like grown man protects young child from enemies and becomes like a mentor, and they grow attached to each other. You know,
they copied Jedi Fallen Order completely.
That too.
Like, I don't know. It was just a little, like, the episode I like was cool, but you know what's been disappointing for me? They haven't developed the character of Obi-Wan the way they should. Like, they're like, this is supposed to, the show is called Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's supposed to be a character-driven story. And you know, episode 4, he can't even use the Force on that little tiny thing.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't see the progression because
we're 2/3 of the way into the show, and like Obi-Wan is still like barely making progress.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, I definitely get what you mean there.
He still hasn't made any progress, and now with 2 episodes left, like, what do? You just cram it in, and also the episodes are like half-hour long, you know?
That's been a huge disappointment in my opinion, because the first episode was roughly an hour. Perfect. The second one, I think, was 40 minutes. The third one was like borderline half hour. And this one, the fourth one, was like, I think, the shortest episode. And I'm like, what are they doing? Like, these last 2 episodes better be an hour long, or I don't know. I just don't know how they're going to pull this off if they're not at least an hour. I think they have to be.
Yeah. And honestly, I just don't know if they're going to do it. That's just not what they've been doing. And it's just, it's weird because, you know, I do enjoy the episodes individually. You know, when I watch them, I'm not like this is, I know some people say it's boring. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I don't think the episodes are boring. My least favorite episode was actually episode 3.
Really?
Yeah. That was probably my least favorite. And now the first time I watched it, I was exhausted. Like, I should have like watched it in the morning when I was more fresh. It was like right after the world premiere of the Karate Kid musical. It was like 3 a.m. when I watched it. I'm like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like why are you watching it? Like, so it was like, maybe I was a little sleep deprived, but even watching it back, you know, there were some good moments. The Vader Obi-Wan fight was terrible.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because listen, I actually I think they made Obi-Wan too much of a coward, but I kind of like the fact that, like, I kind of like the idea that they were going for, that he was rusty, you know, that he was timid. I thought they did it a little too much. Like, Obi-Wan wouldn't just run away like that. Like that was a little like, oh, just running away. But it looked like a fan film. Like,
yeah,
right?
Like, I've seen this one fan film with Kylo Ren, and he's fighting Vader, but it's like all in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of. That's exactly what I thought of.
That one was legit too. I thought that one was way better than this actual show.
It was like the you know what it was? It was 2 things. The lightsabers. No, actually it was multiple things. The lightsabers, the CGI was weird. The choreography was terrible.
Yeah. I forget who the choreographer was for episode 3, but
it was terrible.
They should have brought him back. But yeah, like my buddy Jacob, he
Revenge
says,
of the
like,
Sith, you mean?
Yeah. He says that they're just like, it's like they're swinging baseball bats. They're just like, baseball bats at each other.
Yeah, like I get Obi-Wan's rusty, but even Vader looked like weird. It It was weird,
Yeah.
and the location was weird. The location was so bad. It was a terrible location.
Like, remember like the hallway scene in Rogue One where he's like that was the Vader, like that choreography was sick, but this one wasn't it that much.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, episode 3 was my least favorite. Like, I don't even know what happened in episode 3. It was just so. Yes. Justin Grow says, "What's up, Justin? I kind of feel like a movie format would have felt more epic than what we've been given thus far." I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree too.
What do you think? Like, I mean, this is kind of a big question. Like, what have they done that you wish they didn't do, and what do you wish they would have done?
Wait, what do you wish?
What do you like? What? Sorry. Okay. So, what have they done that you wish they haven't done with the show? Like, what choices have they made? Like, what choices did they make that really ruin the show, or kind of not ruin, but like, you know?
I wish that the Riva character was not in the show at all, or had way, like, her role was way more minimalized, because I think I like the actress. I think she's doing a great job. I even like the character. I don't think she's that bad. I just don't think it's the right place for a character like Riva, who eats up so much screen time and takes them away from like people's favorite characters of Obi-Wan and Vader. I just don't feel like it's the place for her to be in here, unless it somehow ties the bow around the rest of the story, which with Disney, I don't know. It's hard to see that work out. But yeah, I could change one thing that they have been doing, it would be to minimize Riva's role or take her out of the equation completely.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, going into the show, you know, we heard that she was going to be a main character or reoccurring character, and I was like, awesome. Like, you can't just have Kenobi and Vader as the only characters. There's going to be
Right.
other characters. You know, if they had Riva could have worked if they gave if the episodes were longer, if they gave the proper development to Kenobi and Vader, but because they're not doing that, and Riva is getting more screen time than Vader.
Yeah.
Hayden was technically, I mean, I know we saw his face in the Vader suit, but technically we only saw one scene of Anakin, and it was literally the Luke Skywalker.
That's it.
It's like, I don't like, bro, he was in all the promotion for this show. Here's the thing. I think fans have every right to have high expectations for this show. They have every right, because the fans aren't like, you know, telling, like, I mean, listen, the fans have told Disney, we want Kenobi, but ultimately it's Disney's decision. You know, Disney, Lucasfilm chose to do this series. They made that decision, you know? So if you're going to make this show, like, with these existing characters, you gotta do it right. You have one shot. And
Eminem
I think
said it best. You only get one shot. Do not miss a chance to blow it.
Exactly. And there's so much missed opportunity, and this is it.
Yeah. You're not going to get another chance. This is your last chance, Johnny. It's not going to be another chance.
Well, and then he says it again and again.
Yeah.
Okay, Johnny, this is really your last chance.
Except, yeah, in this case, there's probably really not going to be another chance.
No, I think tomorrow, dude, I'm telling you, I think tomorrow is make or break. I think not. Mm-hmm. I think if tomorrow's episode is not, if it doesn't fix the issues that fans have been having, if it doesn't somewhat fix these issues, like showing Hayden, making Obi-Wan not a coward, you know, like returning Leia back home, or at least just moving on from the rescuing mission plotline.
Yeah.
I think fans, I feel like half the Star Wars fan base will be gone. I'm not kidding. I really think I think there will be massive destruction tomorrow if it's not good.
Because it's almost got to be, because why would Hayden and Ewan McGregor come back for this dumpster fire if it doesn't work out? I
don't know, man. It's
weird. That would be the $1 million question if it sucks.
Dude, and it's like, why are they greenlighting, or not greenlighting, but there have been rumors about a season 2.
Yeah.
It's like all they care about is the money. Like, dude, it's like why weren't Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni involved in this? Like, screw Ahsoka series. Like, well, I mean, I'm excited for that, but
yeah,
but no, that's gonna be good. But like, but like, why couldn't they have been involved in this one?
I don't know. I feel like George Lucas put love and passion into this franchise that he created, and Disney just saw the dollar signs and they jumped on it. I feel like, and half the people that they're hiring to write and direct these shows and movies haven't even like done their homework. You know, like I think I heard rumors that one of the producers, writers, directors hadn't even seen Revenge of the Sith or something. That's like a crime.
You know what it was? He didn't know. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. He didn't know that Obi-Wan knew that Anakin was Vader.
Yeah.
That wasn't even in the comics. That wasn't in the book. That was from the movie. If it was from a comic, okay, I understand. Not everyone reads the comics. That was in the movie. That was like 2/3. That was explained 2/3 into the movie. That was the whole like freaking final act of the film, was Obi-Wan knowing that he was Vader.
He literally saw it in the temple. Rise, Lord Vader. And then he probably has heard Darth Vader in his 10+ years on Tatooine with Inquisitors coming in. He's had to have heard Lord Vader's name.
That's stupid. And I actually, like like last week or something, or no, after episode 2, I was like, that makes no sense at all. I didn't like how like Reva was just like, Obi-Wan, he's alive. I'm like, what?
Cringe.
It was like, come on, like, but I actually thought of like something that could have worked, because I get they want to, I understand they want that to be a plot line. You know, that was the only reason they did it, because they didn't want it like, and I understand that to start the series with Obi-Wan just knowing Vader, it's kind of like, or knowing that he's alive. It's like, we want to see that moment, but we can't see that moment if it's 10 years later. And my idea was episode 1, you have episode 1, and then episode 2 starts with a flashback.
Yeah.
Right? So you start it with a flashback of like Obi-Wan like going about his day, and then maybe he's at a bar or something and he hears Vader. And he's like, what? Like, he's like, yeah, like there's this like Darth Vader guy. I don't know. So so you see the moment, and then it cuts 10 years later back to the present story.
That would be cool.
So it's like that way you're seeing the moment, but it also makes sense because it's not like he just went 10 years without knowing Vader.
Because Cobra Kai did that with the John Kreese flashbacks. They kind of brought it back to 1968, it was, I think, and kind of told some stories that we didn't get the privilege to see, like in the current time, and it can make sense in the current story.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, yeah. Oh, what's up, Chosen One? They did this to us to get everyone on board and thought we would just eat it up. Yeah, they that's what. Cody, man, when are they gonna learn? When are they gonna learn?
If this falls flat, they're never gonna learn. I will lose hope. No pun intended.
Dude, you know, I'm man. It just like, I thought, okay, after they butched the sequels, like, you have J.J. Abrams he quoted this. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the prequels, so I kind of wanted to avoid that. Like he literally said something like that. I'm like, nobody cares what you if you like the prequels. They're there. That's like John, Josh, and Hayden saying, "Yeah, we didn't really like Karate Kid 2, so we decided to just ignore the whole movie." Like
Yeah,
that's not your choice, man. Like it's there. That's what's established.
it's
So
part of the lore. It's part of the universe. You know, you can't just ignore stuff like the facts and the parts it plays into the whole universe.
yeah, exactly. And when they decided to ignore the whole prequel trilogy for the sequels, I was like, okay, you know what? Screw that. But then they say, we're making Obi-Wan, we're making Ahsoka, we're bringing the Clone Wars. I'm like, hell yeah! Now you guys get it. You're on now. You know fans love the prequels, and then they freaking bring back Hayden, which was the biggest thing. Bring back
Yeah,
Hayden,
because
and
I wanted him to come back and rise a Skywalker. I think his voice was there, but I wanted to see his Force Ghost, but I knew that was a lost cause.
oh my god, dude, I that was the only thing that would have made me happy if he was in the movie. You brought back Palpatine.
Yeah,
Oh god.
randomly,
Oh god.
randomly.
Do you think we're gonna see Palpatine in Kenobi? I don't think so.
I don't think so too. I was thinking it might have been a possibility like before it even started, but nah, not now.
Yeah. You know, it's here's the thing though. And I'm gonna be optimistic, kind of watching 5 and 6, but you know, even if 5 and 6 are amazing, I don't think you can really I don't think you can like really there's still gonna be that missed opportunity with the first 4 episodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's 2/3 of the whole show, not fans not really liking.
Hmm. I kind of thought episode 4 and episode 2 had two similar like formulas. Like they just kind of like circled back and did the same kind of plot line. Like Leia's captured by evil people. Obi-Wan's got to break into a fortress and save her, and then he's got to escape from the Empire, and they get somehow briefly barely get away at the end. It's the same thing. I
Yeah.
thought I didn't like episode 4. That was probably my least favorite.
Yeah. I thought epi
Great moments, but it was my least favorite.
yeah. I thought episode 1 was incredible. Incredible. Because that's what everything in episode 1 is what we like wanted, you know?
Yes,
And the Leia, I thought the Leia stuff was great. I love the only
I know where you go. I know where you go. Say it. Say it.
Oh no, it's a tree.
Bang.
Dude, you know, it's not just the writing, the directing in this is terrible. Like Deborah Chow directed amazing episodes of Mandalorian, and then like I know, did you watch her episodes of Mando?
Was that season 2?
She did. I don't remember that. She did 2 episodes in season 1, I think. Season 1, episode 3 was when Mando rescued Grogu from
Okay.
from like
I have to rewatch it,
yeah.
but yeah, I remember that one.
It was a great, like the directing was incredible. And in this series, bro, how do you approve of that chase sequence? Like, I mean, listen, I'm not a professional filmmaker with Lucasfilm's budget, but like I don't like I would know better. I would know better than that. I would be like, oh no, like oh, we can't do that. Like the guy literally like. By the way, I don't think we really explained. So we're talking about the chase sequence
Yeah.
when those bad guys are chasing Leia. It was like the guy literally ran into like a tree that was
Yes.
like this, and he's like, "Oh no!" Instead of going around it, like
How did that make the final cut? Like, did you guys watch the series before you set it to premiere on the 27th, or I don't know.
I
I don't know how it made it in.
and then they did like a similar thing in episode 3 with that laser beam. Like, oh no, we can't get through. It's like just go
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah, that seems to solve all the problems with like force fields in Star Wars. You just got to shoot it, and it'll go away.
I don't know, dude. I never thought that this would be happening because like I never thought that fandom would be split on Kenobi, because like it's just so, how do you mess this up? It's really not that hard, honestly. It's really not that hard. Like,
Our
was
greatest fears
this
have been-
really that challenging of a series? They had the template.
Our greatest fears have been realized.
People, it's yeah. I mean, just like show Hayden,
Yes.
you know, show Luke.
He was in the one scene. We saw all of Luke from the trailer so far. That's it.
I don't know. Here's what I would have done, because I do like the Leia stuff.
I love that actress. She is adorable and she's great.
She's so cute. She's great. She's great. And her scenes, like when I first saw her, I got like so emotional because I was like, oh, Carrie Fisher would have loved this. Like,
yes,
you know.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're doing like an Alden Ehrenreich solo. Like, this is a little girl, a 10-year-old Leia. It's you believe that's Leia, you know?
She's got the sassy nature too of her.
She's
Leia.
got everything.
She does
She's
a great job with that.
She's great. What I would have done is leave episode 1 the same. Leave episode 1 exactly the same. Episode 1 is perfect. I love the ending of episode 1 where he like shows the lightsaber. He's off. Like, there we go. This is the start of the hero's journey. The call to adventure. Boom. Like, dude, and it was perfect. He got the call to adventure from Bail. He refused the call, and then he saw that Jedi, you know, like killed, like that other Jedi killed, and then that was what made him, okay, now I have to go. Like, dude, that's George Lucas Star Wars right there. That's it. And then he goes off on this to this planet to find Leia, and I love it's like, you know, parallel to Obi-Wan on Camino. You know, he's like a spy or like on this mission. Like, I love that. And I love also, you know, kind of like Johnny Lawrence in episode 1 of season 1. After he throws that first punch, it's like you know?
Yeah. And then when he's fighting those guys, those goons in the drug place, the spice, it looks like a meth lab.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a little rusty, but he's able to get the job done at the end. But yeah, that was a great. I really liked episode 2 as well. One of my favorite scenes, episode 1's opening, perfect, at the Jedi Temple. I thought that was amazing.
Oh my, that was like, wow. Episode 1 was freaking incredible.
Now I just need to. I want to see Hayden in the temple, not killing younglings, but just like killing some Jedi. I really want to see that. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, they definitely. I mean, here's the thing though, like, if they don't reference that scene, if there's no tie-in, it makes no sense.
Yeah, that first, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That first scene of the temple, it'll make, yeah.
It's like it'll be so stupid if like nothing's ever like there needs to be a reason why that's there, because it has nothing to do with anything. You know the theory about Reva, is it Reva or Reva?
I think it can be both.
Reva, I don't even. I'll say Reva. That she's one of the Jedi from the temple who got away.
I think that theory holds water. I think it could be.
But like, where's the arc though? Like, why are we waiting this long to find out if she's one of the Jedi? Like,
yeah,
you know what?
We're seeing a little bit of conflict, but she's still doing like bad things. Like, we're seeing a little bit of it just in her face, but then she's still like, she's not showing any signs of changing at all.
There's no arc with her. She's just like, and also what made no sense was she's literally the type to just kill anybody. And then when she finds out that Tala is like a traitor, she just like is like, okay, take her away. Like,
yeah, she should have cut off her hand like she did to the poor girl on Tatooine.
Yeah, like at least be consistent with it. But I don't know, man. Like they're like, this is like exactly like Rise of Skywalker, where they're just like, they're just like waiting until the last couple episodes to just tie everything together. But with this, it's not like it was like like a baton handing. Like they wrote the whole story out. So this was all planned. They could have put they could have like spaced things out more, but I feel like 5 and 6 are just going to be, because we know episode 6 Obi-Wan's going to just be this like freaking Jedi master again.
Yeah.
He better be. I mean, it just pisses me off cuz who is this guy? Like who is he? He's not Obi-Wan, like
Not my Obi-Wan.
Dude, like not everyone's good, Leia. Like why she's 10 years old. Why are you younger? Like what happened to hello there? Another happy ending. Like what happened to the fun Obi-Wan? Like come on, man.
I get he's been through a lot, but like what has to happen to get to this not all people are good, Leia, to the old, I'm trying to think of a Ben Kenobi quote from A New Hope, but to how do we get to the old Ben, like episode 4 Ben? What's a good happy quote from him? I can't think of one off the top of my head.
He was just happy that whole movie. He was just encouraging. He was a mentor. I don't know.
Yeah, like we got to see them bridge the gap a little bit.
I have a question. Because in all the interviews, like, Ewan and Hayden are like, like working with Hayden, it was so great. Like, I remember our first scene together was very intense. Like, what scene? What scene have they had together? Because all the photos of like, there's been photos of the Darth Vader actor and it's just like 3 stuntmen, none of them being Hayden. Like, was Hayden even in that scene with the fight? Like, and what do you mean it was great to work with Hayden again? It's like we never left. He's in a helmet. How do you know? Like you never did that before. It's not like you interacted with him as Vader, or at least in the whole costume. Like
there's got to be some like Clone Wars flashbacks or something, dude. Like they got the technology for the de-aging. Use it.
Yeah.
Use it.
Oh, like, the CGI has been so bad.
Yeah. Like what it was Book of Boba Fett, I think, where we saw young Luke again, right?
Yeah, which was cool, but like so random.
Yeah, but the de-aging on him was far improved, way better than his Mandalorian de-aging. I thought it was so improved, and that was when? Was that a couple years ago? Last year?
They probably made that like 2 years ago.
So, yeah,
technology's improved.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. These last two got to pack a punch, man.
Yeah, I think, like, I think now we just need some like nostalgia.
Yes,
like you know what I mean. Like,
much.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and Cobra Kai like does a great job of like Cobra Kai freaking gives us all this nostalgia. Doesn't mean it's a bad story. You know what I mean? Like I think there's this notion that fan service is a bad thing. Fan service is not a bad thing. Like as long as there's a story behind it and it's not just like this crap is like, this is like fan service and that's it. It's just, here's Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. Like they confirmed this show. I bet you that they confirmed this show before having a story. I think they did.
And probably before having Ewan and Hayden back.
Yeah, like they confirmed this show. Like that's their issues. Like when they made 7, 8, and 9, the sequels, they didn't have a script. They just said, "Oh, we're making 7, 8, 9. Why don't you write a script first? See if it makes sense."
And that's why they're so sloppy. And like Rise of Skywalker, like each one tries to retcon the one that came before it. And it's frustrating because Because Last Jedi, I mean, that was Rian Johnson, I think, right? And he like just completely went the opposite direction the way Abrams went in Force Awakens, and then Force Awakens happens, and it's Abrams again, and then it goes completely the other direction that Rian Johnson was going. So it's so much flip flopping that you don't know where we're going with it.
Yeah, man, it's just, and yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn.
I was about to bring up Justin's comment.
Yeah, let's talk about Qui-Gon. I mean, it's just all these things that I thought episode 1 did a great. Episode 1 just set up so much, right? And 2, 3, and 4 have not paid off on anything. And also, wait, I have a couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
If Obi-Wan is done with the Jedi, if he's done with the Force, why is he trying to commune with Qui-Gon if he's so... I don't get it. Like,
I don't get it either. It's like the Jedi are all but extinct. It's a thing in the past. Master, help me.
Yeah, like
Master.
Why? Like he's like he can't even do the like I don't get it. If he's like abandoned the Jedi ways, like why are you trying to commune with Qui-Gon?
And how does he expect him to commune with it if he's cut him off from the Force? What are you expecting, bro? Who's gonna answer you?
Exactly. Oh my god. Liam Neeson better show up in this series. Like that would redeem this series. Maybe, like kind of.
Because Qui-Gon's probably my favorite Jedi after Anakin and Obi-Wan. I love Qui-Gon Jinn. Yeah. He's there's a reason why he wasn't on the council. It's because he didn't follow everything that the freaking some of the Jedi puppets followed, and I just love that he was more of like a rebel. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Or pun intended. I wish we got more live action Liam Neeson in the movies, but yeah, we got to see Qui-Gon, man. I hope do you think we'll actually see him, or it'll just be his voice? Because I have seen things that he wasn't able to like perfect to be a physical Force ghost, and he just gets flashes of his voice, but I'm not sure. Could be wrong.
Well, didn't we see him in the Clone Wars? Didn't he talk to Yoda? Like
yeah, I think so.
And you saw him. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we might.
It's just so. Yeah, like I mean I think they're like once again, it all goes back to the checklist. Like, you know, when you're working with if you're making a brand new show like Mandalorian, Kenobi reminds me just how much I love Mando. Mando's my favorite Star Wars TV series. Like because it was brand new characters, there were no expectations. There were zero expectations for this show. And what do? The most genius thing in the world, which is Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda was the smartest thing that Disney has done ever.
And you bring back a fan favorite-esque character like a Mandalorian because Boba Fett was one of the most popular characters back in the day. You bring back a brand new character that's kind of like Boba Fett. I think that was genius too.
Yeah. And originally I was like, how are they going to have a show with the main character wearing a mask where you see no facial expressions, no emotion? And you know what they did? They had an incredible arc with this guy. And like most of 90% of the show, he has a mask on. You don't even see his face. And he still has this incredible arc from this like heartless bounty hunter. I'm going to get my money to now like someone who's like fighting for a good cause. You see like, you know, his motivation, like you see him like take care of Grogu, like because he didn't have that, that figure watching him as a child. His parents died. Like, I just thought it was like beautiful. And, you know, with this show, it's challenging, but it's also easy in a way where you have the existing characters, you have the existing story. There are certain things that you need to just do. It's not questionable. Like Cobra Kai, there's certain things that you have to do with the show. Like when you're first creating Cobra Kai, what are the necessary things? Bring back the original actors, right?
Have Daniel and Johnny have a rematch at some point.
Have them have a rematch. Have karate in the show.
Yeah.
Not have keep the characters consistent.
Have an All Valley tournament. Like,
stay true to the lore.
Yeah.
There's just certain things. Introduce new characters, not at the expense of the old. Like, there's certain checklist things, you know? Like imagine if episode 1 of Cobra Kai, or imagine like season 1 of Cobra Kai is like you just see Miguel and that's it. And then the end of season 1, it's like Johnny walks in and is like, what's up? And then that's it. Like, that's like, and then it's like nobody, like Miguel's my favorite character in the show, but for Karate Kid fans who are watching Cobra Kai for the first time, nobody cares about Miguel. Nobody cares about Sam. Nobody cares about Robbie. These characters, nobody cares about them. It's the old characters and their connections with the young characters that makes us like them. And then we get to the school fight in season 2 or the All Valley in season 1 where there's no Daniel and Johnny, just the kids, and we're invested.
We care about it. And another key point from Cobra Kai is that usually the kids need karate. Not like, and what you were saying, how it wouldn't work is if Johnny just walks into Miguel's house and like, what's up? That would be like Johnny needing Miguel. Whereas usually it's the kids that need the mentor, the karate figure, you know? But anyway, that was our Cobra Kai tangent for the stream.
That was the Cobra Kai tangent. But like with this series, like there's certain things that you have to do. You know, if you're bringing back Hayden Christensen, and at this point of the story, he's Darth Vader, meaning we're not going to really see his face, but you're bringing back Hayden, you have to do a flashback.
Yes, because or else we wouldn't even know he's in the damn show.
It could be anybody.
It can be Jar Jar Binks under that damn helmet for all we know.
It could be freaking Boss Nass.
Yes. Like
Babu Frick, like,
and especially with Hayden getting so much criticism and hate for the sand lines. But
and this was supposed to be his redemption, and they effed it up. Come on, Ahsoka. Come on, Ahsoka. That's our. Oh God. Okay, Dave is working on that, so I trust that.
They need to show me something. Don't make me wake up at 3 a.m. for nothing.
Don't make me kill you.
Don't make me kill you. Yeah. Then I'll really hate them.
Oh, God. Okay, so flashbacks. Let's talk about the checklist. Flashbacks. Arc from depressed Obi-Wan to Ben Kenobi, right? Mm-hmm. Which we haven't gotten.
No, or connection to Qui-Gon.
Connection to Qui-Gon. I mean, like, is Obi-Wan really that different to how he was in episode 1? From episode 1 of season 4, or from episode 1 to episode 4. Sure, he's rescued Leia, but is his mentality, like, is he really that different?
No, he's still kind of, woe is me type guy right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I get he's been through a lot, but, like, come on, man. Step out of it. Step out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit.
Exactly. Like they didn't. They're like episode 4 was just action. People like I enjoyed it in the moment, but people don't remember that. Like, you know, like you need to have just have an hour-long episode. Have like a 5-minute scene of Obi-Wan just like sitting and meditating. Just something like, I don't know, just
something to drive the story arc, you know?
The story arc and the character arc, like, I don't know. I mean, it's just.
And with episode 4, I didn't like that they had like Reva talking to Leia, like with this like monologue for like 5-10 minutes. I'm like, you're eating up my freaking half-hour show that I only have. That's only like 10 minutes left. Come on.
And she's like interrogating a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
That was weird. Like
I love that Leia like was able to block out her mind.
That was so cool. That was cool.
Very cool.
That was cool. That was cool. What was she gonna like? She was literally gonna torture the 10-year-old. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, and like that thing that Han Solo was in Empire, where he was like,
Yeah.
that thing he was hooked up to. I thought that scene was pretty cool when the power goes out, and
Oh my, that was sick.
That was a great scene. I did like that.
That was sick. They just copied Jedi Fallen Order though for the whole. Like, I don't get it.
I just finished that game for the first time a couple weeks ago.
How good is it? How good?
Have you played it? It's very good.
I played the whole thing. I love it.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
I love Cal.
Probably my favorite Star Wars game. And I have a lot of Star Wars games that I like. Battlefront 2, Episode 3, all the Lego ones. I got a lot.
I want to see. You know what would be cool? It's like I know we've seen. Like, here's the thing. A lot of people say, like, get away from the Episode 3 to Episode 4 to Order 66 timeline. We've seen too much of that. But you know what? I want to see a series with like kind of like a Fallen Order series. Maybe with Cal, maybe not with Cal, but like a character driven story where it's a Jedi, like kind of like the story of Fallen Order in a series. Live action.
I would.
How insane would that be?
That would be. What's his? Hold on, I'm just looking up his name. Oh yeah, Cameron Monaghan. Get him in a freaking series right now because he is phenomenal in that game.
He's great, and he's a great actor. Like, you know, he was voice acting, but he's an actor. He's great.
Yeah, I think he was in Shameless too.
Yeah,
Show Shameless.
I mean, he would be great. Like just imagine like season 1, season 2, season 3, and it's like, you know, like the same story of Jedi Fallen Order in a series, like episode, like you're following this guy, like Obi-Wan, kind of, but better, and he's like actually like on the run, and he's hiding from the Empire, and he gets pulled into the adventure. Like, I don't know, but you know,
that like that time right at like shortly after Order 66, in my opinion, that's the most interesting part of the timeline. In my opinion, that's my favorite part. So, that's a great idea. If they can bring Cal in for his own series, maybe Steer and I forget the driver of the ship was. God, I forget his name. He was funny.
I forgot his name. They had great characters. All of them were great.
I really like Trilla. She was a good Inquisitor.
She was great. And I mean, it just goes to show people liked her, and you know, it's not like people just don't like Reva. Like, it's like there's other good Inquisitors out there. Like, she was Trilla was a menacing villain with a compelling story.
Yeah, because she used to be a Jedi, and Seer used to be her master, and there was kind of that disconnect. So
that's great.
I like the way you think with that, dude. I hope we see a Fallen Order series, and I'm hyped for Jedi Survivor. That the sequel is going to be amazing.
Oh my god, yeah, like something where, like, because Cal's like a new character, and they made us fall in love with him, but they also brought back what's his name, Saw Gerrera. They brought back Saw. They brought back Vader. So like a series where like you have room for cameos, but it's not like Obi-Wan Kenobi, all legacy character. It's like a new character, new story. Like, they gotta tell some new stories, because right now they're just screwing up all of our legacy characters. Like, I could just picture, like, just like hear me out. Like, can't you just picture like 45-minute to an hour episodes? Like, but like, you know, like maybe you have 10 episodes per, it's not like a 6-episode limited series, you know? So you have like 10 episodes per season or something, multiple seasons. Like, I could picture like Cal or whoever, the Jedi that you're following, like in the woods, like, you know, building, like making a fire, like just like on his own.
Just like little moments like that.
Little moments, like just like there's something about the woods. Like maybe he sees, like, maybe he's like in the woods and he sees like stormtroopers. What?
I was gonna say an Ewok.
Yeah, that too.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say like maybe he sees like a stormtrooper, like kidnapping like a citizen, and now he has to like make this like decision, like do I help? Like, do I put myself out there? And then like he helps. So, like, you know what I mean? It's like moments like that, like Jedi Fallen Order, but like a series, whether it's with Cal or not with Cal, like little moments, like
Yes.
because the development with that game, because like it's a video game, and they had moments of Cal just sitting and thinking, and with the flashbacks of him to his
Oh,
training, like when
those are some of the best moments in the game.
he's like falling off a cliff, and then it cuts to white, and then it's like boom, you see his flashback as a kid, like
You get to learn it. You with him.
you're with him. That's what I like. Like that's what this story should have been. Focus on Obi-Wan, and you're on the journey with him. You're not on this journey with Obi-Wan. You're on the journey with Reva.
Yeah, seriously. Honestly, with Fallen Order, I thought the end of the game was Cal dying. I thought he was gonna die, like we were gonna die. But that game is nuts. But I agree 100%. Like that was actually a great parallel. Like during Fallen Order, we were with Cal. We felt like we were all right alongside the journey with him. Not quite getting that with Obi-Wan right now.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I hope they can change.
It's like, and yeah, exactly as Justin Gross says, Obi-Wan was literally my only hope for Disney Star Wars. I have high hopes for Hayden and Ahsoka, but this was supposed to be our show, and that's what I think it boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
There has been Force Awakens. Okay, let's talk Last Jedi and on, right? Because Last Jedi, if we're being honest, that's what set it all apart, or that's what set it off. So after Last Jedi, they have this whole, and then after Solo, it's like, okay, we have to really rethink everything. We can't just do whatever we want. So they make Rise of Skywalker, it's crap. Solo is crap. They make Boba Fett. Boba Fett's kind of like it missed opportunity with that. What do you think of Boba Fett?
Haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't. Oh, okay.
I haven't seen many of the new Disney shows.
You're not missing out.
Okay, that's pretty much what everybody's saying to me. So I haven't really bothered.
Mando, you gotta watch.
Yeah, I gotta finish that. Great. Especially season 3 is coming in next year, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get on that.
They did something in Boba Fett that I don't know if you know that Luke was in Boba. Do you know like what they did in Boba that ties to Mando? Do you know?
No, but you can tell me.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
100%.
Okay. This was the dumbest thing, and honestly, and this was, here's the thing. This is Jon Favreau, so it's like you would think like, okay, like John was supposed to be like this like great writer, but basically what they did was they had Grogu and Luke, like they had like 2 episodes of like Grogu and Luke, and in the Boba Fett series, because Mando season 2 ended with Luke taking Grogu back, and that's what we expected for season 3. Going into season 3, Luke's with Grogu and all that. Mando's in Mandalore, whatever. But then basically what they did was in Boba Fett, they reunited Grogu and Mando as if.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
In the Boba Fett series.
So Grogu's back in Mando's possession, pretty much?
Yep. So basically, for someone like you, if you were to watch season 2 of Mando and then season 3, it would make no sense.
It would just be like, oh, Luke takes him away. But he's back with Mando again.
Not even in Mando season 3, in the Boba Fett series.
That's weird.
You know why, though?
Why? Yeah, they're like, yeah, you got to watch all of our shows now.
because also, Mando, why was Mando successful? Baby Yoda.
Yep. and they brought him into another show that actually sucked, hoping it would make it better. Probably not.
And they didn't want Mando season 3 to not have Baby Yoda because Baby Yoda was so beloved. Like Baby Yoda was such a big part of Mando that they were like, how do we figure out a way to have him in season 3? Like, so dumb. That's Disney chipping in right there.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You were my brother.
Oh, it was said you would bring back Star Wars, not destroy it.
Anakin, my allegiance is to George Lucas, not to Disney.
And then Disney's like, if you're not with me, then you're all my enemies.
Only a cash grabber deals in absolutes.
Exactly.
Oh man. Is there anything else?
When are you planning on watching episode 5?
I'm not gonna watch it at 3 a.m. because I want to be awake. So I'm gonna watch it as soon as I wake up. What about you?
Okay, I was gonna say if you're watching it at 3 a.m., I'm gonna like call you or message you and be like, "Yo," or "Dude, this sucks."
I know it's 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. In 7 hours, we will either.
All right, then just message me after you watch it and let me know what you think, because I'll probably want to talk about it a lot.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it. So you're watching it at 3.
Yeah, I'll watch it at 3 and go to work.
So
I don't want it to get spoiled for me. I hate spoilers.
Yeah. Yes. I'm just trying to think. So episode 4 ended with the whole tracker thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, I love Lola.
Yeah.
So it ended with the whole tracker thing. So going into episode 5, like they're obviously gonna find them, but they can't find them in Alderaan. Like Vader they can't go to Alderaan.
Yeah, that would be a big no-no.
That would make no sense, right?
Yeah. No, they can't do that.
So where are they going?
Where are they going?
They're going to another planet.
It makes no sense for them to go anywhere else but Alderaan. Watch them go to like Tatooine or something.
Oh god. Oh my god. Well, you know what's funny? I think it's just I think they're just I think it's just a promotional thing, but on the Disney Plus like screen, they have Vader and Obi-Wan like in like a poster fighting like on Tatooine. But I think it's just a poster.
I hope so, because
god.
Sand.
How does he not think to check that? Like the Tatooine, like how does he not think to go back there?
I know. Like, can you imagine them fighting on Tatooine? I'm not your real enemy, Anakin. You're standing on it. And it's all sand dune.
Oh god. It's just like, so where do you think they're gonna go? Like, where are they flying to? Like, probably like a random base.
Oh, I think it was called Jabeam, the one Ice Cube's son said to go. I think it was called Jabeam. It was like a safe place to go or something.
Wait, what was the other planet called? It sounded exactly like Lapusso.
Mapuzo.
Mapuzo. I thought Lapusso the whole time. I was like,
yeah, Mapuzo.
Yeah, did you think of that or no?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and can I just say that was the most I feel like that was kind of a pointless planet. It looked like Earth. It would look like another like kind of Earth mixed with like a desert. It didn't feel like Star Wars as much, but
it was weird. Yeah. So, okay. So the Vader's gonna, or Reva is gonna track them. Why? How did the fire thing? How did the fire?
Oh yeah.
How did?
Like why just like use the Force to like put it out like he did 5 seconds before?
Yeah, like pretty much.
And then he just the I forget what kind of droid it is, but the lifter droid or something like that, and he just took him away. And Vader's just standing there, like,
for like
what are
half
you
an
doing?
hour.
Like, what are you doing, man? Go get him.
And you know what it reminds me of, like, because with Vader, if you're like, I think that's fine to have. Obviously, Obi-Wan's gonna escape. You know, we know that. We know Vader's not gonna kill him, but you have to have like a big thing happen where now that's why Vader can't get to him. Like Jedi Fallen Order did a great job because Vader was so overpowered in that game. Cal stood no chance. The only reason Cal got away was because of like the water, like all the water that was coming in. Vader had to like force it. So it's like that's like, what if Cal just like put up like a force wall or something, and like that was it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he would. I definitely thought I was gonna die while playing.
Yeah. Well,
I
I'm sure you did though, like a couple times before.
oh
like...
oh yeah. But yeah, we need that Vader because I felt scared playing that.
Oh my god, that Vader was great. They did it great. Whoever wrote that game should be writing the Obi-Wan series. Who are the writers of that game? They should be writing a series. Yeah, Google. They were great writers, great character development, great characters. All the characters were great in that.
That game was freaking hard too.
Oh, it was so hard. What mode did you play?
I played Jedi Knight.
Wait, is that the first one?
That's so not the easiest, the second easiest.
I think I played, what was the third one? Jedi Master.
Yeah, and then it's Jedi Grandmaster.
I think I started Jedi Master and then went to Jedi Knight. And then like if I really couldn't get through it, I went to Padawan or whatever it was.
His name is Matthew Mishinovitz and Aaron Contreras. Terrible at pronunciation.
And have they just wrote video games? Have they just done video games?
So this Matt Mishinovitz was the head writer for the Star Wars, the Clone Wars television series 6th and 7th season.
That explains it.
And then let's see this Aaron guy. He was pretty much the lead guy for the Lego Star Wars game, and Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the new consoles.
Battlefront 2 had a good story too, right?
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
but the thing is, because what's her name directed it? The same one.
Deborah Chow.
Yeah, she didn't write it, I don't think, right?
No,
but
the directing is not good.
Yeah.
Did you see the stormtrooper slap?
Yeah, that was, what is that?
Oh my god! Like,
there's another scene that happened that made me like, what the heck is going on?
The trench coat.
Yes.
Was it that? Was it that?
Yep. I was like, dude,
oh my
you got
god.
a massive.
You're telling me nobody's like looking around, like they're just blind? Oh, you got a hat on. Like it's like Lego Star Wars. Like, oh, you put on a stormtrooper helmet and you walk around and they like.
And like, if the Empire was smart, they'd have like wanted posters or all around the freaking Fortress Inquisitorius with Obi-Wan's face, because if they saw Obi-Wan Kenobi, they would recognize him.
Where are they even, like, they're all like walking in a hurry somewhere. Like, where are they going? Like, you know that the only way of escape is through that corridor. And you're like,
yeah,
you got a giant 10-year-old and you're like,
he just looks like he just got the giant bulge in his trench coat. It's like, dude, that doesn't look suspicious at all.
And also what pissed me off, and it was obviously because they don't have the money, because it wasn't realistic. A snow speeder, this is what pissed me off too. A snow speeder holds 2 people. And you had young Leia, Tala, right? Tala and Obi-Wan get into the snow speeder, and they didn't even show them go, like, stepping foot into the snow speeder.
Yeah.
They just, like, they cut off screen, and it was implied that they it was like that's so lazy. It's so lazy. The show is cheap.
Like, it was cool to see the snow speeders again, but not the right context either. Like, why are snow speeders there of all rebel like ships? I don't know.
Yeah, and then even like the Reva with the lightsaber, like, you know, like it was just weird. Like also it's like it's like if she's if she's deflecting blasts from a snow speeder, shouldn't that like how is she doing it so like casually? Like shouldn't that like, you know, that's a heavy blast.
It should be a little resistance.
A little like
yeah,
it pushes you back a bit. It's like because like a blaster is one thing, but that's a totally different thing. Like imagine an AT-AT and you're just like oh god. And we got our condolences to Wayne.
Wayne, yes, he was a great man, great character. Should have got way better than he deserved.
Did we even see him?
We saw like his face.
Yeah, did we?
We saw it's very brief, I think. Very brief.
What? Wayne got more of a memorial than Han Solo.
Oh, wow.
Ryan Johnson deleted that scene of Luke mourning Han Solo.
Wait, he deleted a scene of him mourning him?
There was a 30-second deleted scene in The Last Jedi of Luke like sitting like in his hut, like just like, you know, just emotional. He was right after he found out Han died. They cut it from the movie. It was 30 seconds in the whole 2.5-hour film, and they were like, it didn't really fit with the flow.
Not my Luke Skywalker. In that movie, that was why would Mark Hamill even sign up to come back? Or no money, but like, if he cared at all about the character of Luke Skywalker as the most iconic role, he would have shut that down, no exceptions.
Well, you know what? He really didn't. I feel like he didn't really have a choice in a way, because imagine the headlines like Mark Hamill refuses to play Luke. Like, imagine how much like crap he would have gotten. Like, you don't want to play Luke? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Because people wouldn't have known how bad it was. Yeah. They just would have known he didn't want to be in it.
He should have, I mean, he might have put some input in, but I feel like he should have like completely like helped change it into a better movie.
My 3-year-old cousin could have made it a better movie.
Yeah.
Like here's what I don't get. Like, and I'm not saying I'm this like incredible director, whatever. Like, I want to like I like my goal is to do filmmaking as a career. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to be involved in, like, that's why I love like analyzing this stuff, because I want to be involved in like that aspect. And it's like, listen, I'm not saying I could do a better job than these guys, but like when there's like certain things, like if I were there and I saw, and we were filming that chase sequence with young Leia and the guy ran into a tree and I was watching that back, like there's no way I would be like, yeah, that was it. That was the money shot. That was great. That was great.
Yeah.
Who approves that? You know what? They don't care. They just want money. They have a budget. They have a time limit.
And they slapped the name on the show and then call it done deal.
God, what?
They got Ewan and Hayden back. That's all they get. That's all they need.
Man, like I can't believe this is where we're at. We're
gonna have to circle back and do another one of these after the series is over.
Yeah, we'll do one after. We could do one after tomorrow, after it comes out at some point. That'd be cool to talk about tomorrow's episode. Hopefully, we're saying, "Wow, this was amazing. We love it."
Yes. Please, I need it.
That's the goal. That's the goal. Well, do you have any last words? Any last thoughts or hopes?
I feel good. I got most of my anger out during this stream, so
Me
thank
too.
you to Drew and all of his viewers for that. I feel good. I think I can. I think I can go into this episode more optimistic than I would have thought.
Yeah. I have just a few words to describe how I feel. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Let's go. That was a good one.
Please. I hope. I hope. We could only hope. We could only have a new hope.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, everybody, thank you for joining. Justin, NASCAR fan, the All Valley. Appreciate you guys for coming on. Jim, Tim, Melissa, very different. I know you guys are used to seeing me talk about Cobra Kai, so it's cool to be here talking to Cody about Star Wars because we're both big Star Wars fans. And go check out Cody's channel. You want to shout it out?
Yeah, sure. You can follow channel at Commander Cody, but my main channel is Strike First Media. You can follow me on Instagram at Strike First Media. That's STRIKE #1 ST Media, and then my Commander Cody Instagram is at Commander Cody YT.
Boom.
Boom.
There you go. There you go. Check it out. We'll see you next time on Star Wars Kid. And until then, do or do not. There is no try.
Oh.